Hari Om and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This is Yamuna Devi. Thank you. Today I have a very special topic and it's about change, adapting and adjusting to change. Because change is inevitable. We are changing constantly. Every day we are changing. Nothing remains the same. If something remains the same, how boring it would be. And that is the beauty of life, that change. Just like a rose, you see the bud, you see it growing, new leaves, you see the bud coming. Slowly you see the petals, and then it gently opens, but it takes its time. It is patient. Mother Nature is patient, and that is a blessing. Mother Nature knows when to bloom, when it rains, when to allow the fruits to grow. Every season is perfect. We as humans are also very intelligent. We know the right things we need to do, but sometimes we don't think properly. We have the faculty, but we do not use it properly. And that's where havoc rises, right? So that is where we suffer. When we do not think properly, reflect, pause, and give ourselves that opportunity to just kind of observe, become the observer, and we suffer. So because change, we see it constantly. We see it, but a lot of us are not mindful of it, are not aware of the change. It's happening. It's a process of life. We are not meant to be a certain age forever. And that is the beauty of life. That aging process is beautiful too. But we take care of ourselves so that we can age gracefully, so that we can age beautifully. But we are wanting to remain a certain way. And we make efforts to remain that way. And we suffer. We suffer because we start comparing ourselves to others, because we don't accept that change, because we don't want to adapt to that change. We don't adjust to that change, and we suffer. It's important to use our awareness to observe, because stagnation is not helpful. Stagnation is uncomfortable. But when we choose to flow, life flows with us. If we choose to remain stagnant, life will remain stagnant. So the choice is ours. How we want to live our life, how we want to move forward with our life, the choice is ours. Our purpose in life. What is your purpose of life? Reflect. What is it that I'm doing at this moment? Why am I listening to this? What am I looking for? Questions you need to ask yourself. Do I want to help myself? Do I want to improve my life? Do I want my quality of life to be better? Because sometimes we just settle, we remain, because we're used to it, because it's a habit, because that's what we know. And it happens. And sometimes we remain in that little child mentality, that we want it our way or no way. And that also creates problems in our life. So that is why the practice of awareness observes, what is my pattern? What is the pattern in my life? What pattern am I repeating? Where is it coming from? And just observing. This is not, we cannot judge, because if we judge our life, we start hurting, we start suffering, and nothing gets solved. It's just we start sinking into the suffering because we continue thinking about the feeling of being stuck, and we remain there. We're just observing it. We're just witnessing it. What is the pattern? Where is it coming from? Why am I feeling like this? If you see yourself stuck in that pattern, once you start practicing and asking and reflecting, okay, go back to your breath. Place both hands on the abdomen and observe the abdomen, the breath. Expand as you inhale and relax as you exhale. Just focus on the breath, because sometimes it's very easy to just enter that vicious circle of suffering, of pain, of poor me. But let us come back to the breath. Let us connect with the breath so that we can reset the mind, reset, and just see what needs to come up, what is going to help you. So place the hands on the abdomen and just breathe in. Expanding, exhaling, relaxing. Feel the flow of the breath as it enters the nasal passages. Feel the rise and fall of the abdomen as you breathe in and as you exhale. Just observe. This is how you're able to reset your mental program, to reset your emotional program. Very easy. And count 11 breaths. 11 to 0, and just observe, just witness. And sometimes we don't even catch ourselves doing certain things, and we repeat these patterns, these habits for years, and it affects our relationships. It affects everything in our life. But if we can catch it, we can help ourselves. So going back to change, because everything is changing all the time. It's impermanence, yes. It's that cycle of change. So important thing is to adapt and to adjust to circumstances. If something shifts, shift with it. If something changes, change with it. Sometimes we argue. Why did it shift? Why are we having the meeting at a different time? Why is the location changing? I'll give you an example. There's a room, right? Like an office space. And the office space, people working inside already know how to move around the space, right? They have everything already in their space. Every time they come to work, they know how the space moves, so they move along with it. But one day, they decided, not them, other people, a company decided to expand the space. So they tore down the wall. Now the people in the space are seeing it's baby steps, right? The shift, so that they're going to start working on the wall. Now they have in their mind that there's a wall coming down and there's a bigger space coming. But the people inside are just seeing that it's triggering them, and they're a little scared because this is what they knew. The space where they currently are is what they knew. And from that space that they knew, beyond, after that, they don't know. Beyond that space, they don't know. So they're a little uncomfortable, actually very uncomfortable. They fear. How is that dynamic going to work? How is that new space going to work from what we know? And that happens to us. That happens to us all the time. If things change, what do we do now? And we freeze. we freeze and we just stay stuck. But some people adjust, choose to adjust because it's easier. You just flow. You are flowing and you are touching the waters of unknown. You are tapping into that. What is that? Let me just check it out and see if that suits me, if that helps me, if that serves me. And so the wall comes down. Some people don't enter that area, the new space, because they don't know, they're not comfortable. They're comfortable with their corner. And some people are trying to go there and see how that space works for them and how they can bring that space into their life. And that is beautiful because they are adjusting to that change. They are trying to adapt to that change. But sometimes we stay stuck, that child, inner child, that doesn't want to change, that wants it their way, doesn't want that space, doesn't know why they're opening that space, asks why constantly, right? So think about it like children, right? If you feed into the habit of the child every time they say why and why and why, and you answer all the time, that child's going to keep asking why. But if we just retract a little bit, move back, a step back, and just let them get tired of asking why, right? Once you give an answer and they continue, then we allow them to sit with that question. We give them that space. We give them that power, that independence to be with that question, and that's good. You can give them that opportunity to reflect on themselves, and guess what? They will not ask anymore because they will receive the answer. They already understood. It's just a habit of asking why and why and why. So it's the same thing. Sometimes our inner child is upset at change, uncomfortable with change. But allow that yourself to sit with that discomfort. Allow yourself to sit with what is, whatever you're feeling. But remember, don't linger too long in that feeling. And try to shift using your abdominal breathing. Place the hands on the abdomen and breathe in, expanding, and exhale, relaxing. And you will see the shift. You start retraining the mind, retraining your mental program. It's not your fault. It's no one's fault. It's just we have that built-in chip that we have constructed throughout time. And it's okay too. But we observe, we witness. That is why practicing awareness is very important, consciously. And another thing that happens is, sometimes people love to be rushing, be busy, be stressed, because it's also a habit. It's also in their chip. Like worrying is part of someone's chip. The constant worrier. Yeah, it's a program. Constantly feeling sad, isolated, that could be also in the program. So we start deprogramming that pattern using the breath, being mindful. So that busyness, right, that we're just running. Sometimes we're running on empty. We're just running and, like moving, and we don't know where we're going, we don't know what we're doing. And then someone talks to you and you don't even know what they're saying to you, and then you have to ask again, what did you say to me? What was it? What happened? Because we're not pausing. We're not used to that pause. But what if I told you that that pause is wonderful? That pause allows you to shift, to change, to adapt easily, to adjust to situations without allowing it to affect you. This is really important because I see it all the time. And constantly worrying. People will be okay. Everyone is okay. You can reply a little later. It's okay. You can reply when you're ready. It's okay. Because people feel the need. That person needs me now. But it's okay. They will be okay. And you will be okay. But allow yourself to pause. Allow yourself a little break. Even that break in the beginning may feel uncomfortable, to be honest. That pause is uncomfortable. I've seen it. People come to relax. They're lying down. But when I'm not looking, or they think I'm not looking, they're looking at their watch to see the messages coming in. Or they're looking at the phone. Nothing is important when you are giving yourself that pause. That pause that you need, that pause that you're giving yourself is sacred. It is a gift to you, a gift that you need. And most importantly, you need to honor, because you honor yourself. If you are there at that moment, giving yourself time for yourself, to love yourself, to take care of yourself, then be present, enjoy it, receive everything. Receive that moment. Because at some point it will end and you will continue doing your things, daily things. But that pause that you give yourself is sacred. And we need to honor that space. How do we honor that space? Disconnect from everything. Everyone's going to be okay. Everything can pause for that moment. Just a connection with you and yourself. That is what matters at that moment. Life flows and you flow with it. But sometimes we want to be an hour ahead, thinking in our mind, or an hour behind. But we are not here. We are too far or too back, and we are not here. And when we are not here, we allow other stress to enter easily, because we are not present. When you are present, you can actually move away. That's those stressors, those things. Okay, not right now, I'm here. Because you're catching them. But if you're distracted, guess what? They're coming in. They're coming in unconsciously. And you don't want to feel like that. Because in the depths of your heart, you don't want to feel angry, sad, irritable, unhappy, frustrated, angry. You don't want to feel like that. No one likes that feeling. Those feelings are uncomfortable. And you don't want to feel like that all the time. It's okay, we're human. It's okay to feel like that. But not all the time. That depletes your energy. You waste your life energy because you are distracted. Again, bring yourself to that present moment. What matters right now is now. Not a minute later, not a minute ago. It's right now. This moment. This is what matters. And in this moment, the beauty of it is that you can change anything. You can do anything in that moment. That moment, the now, is a gift. The now is a miracle. The now is where the magic happens. It's where everything happens. That divine conscious expansion happens right now. Not when we're inserting worries in our mind, inserting stress in our mind, and holding on to the past and thinking about memories of the past that were hurtful. You imagine all that space accumulating in your mind, in your being, in your body. Your body feels it. You can see the people. You know, when you go to the supermarket, now again, remember, we're not judging. If we have within ourselves, if we try to we try, moment to moment, sometimes we retract and we go back to our old ways because we are creating a new muscle, right, of awareness. So we go to the supermarket, sometimes you catch yourself unconsciously criticizing because that's an old pattern. But now we're creating a new pattern. Remember, seeing with loving eyes, seeing with compassion, with love, because you are that, and nothing else exists, only that. So, going to the supermarket, you can see, in people's face, that disconnect of the present moment. You can see that they are not enjoying their life. You can see the unhappiness of people because they are too far into the future, worried, too far into the past, sad. That they are not here. They are not listening. Much less are you going to listen. And this happens to us too, so be mindful. That's why I'm telling you this. But if you are here in the present moment, guess what? You can receive a beautiful, positive compliment because you are aware. You're embracing the now. You're embracing this moment. You can receive the love from others. You can give the love to others. You can make someone's day. You can bring immense joy to someone, and they can bring immense joy. Someone smiling. But if you are not there, you will not catch the smiling. But if you are here, you will catch the smiling at that moment, and it feels so nice, like a hug to your heart. And you can smile at someone with love, pure awareness, and compassion. And if they're distracted, they may not receive that smile. They will miss out on it. But if they are aware, they are present, they will receive it with a lot of love and may smile back. And if they don't, it's okay. Because remember, people are stuck in their program, their mental program, their sadness, their grief, their anger, frustration, stress, so many things. So it's not yours to carry. Remember, it's not yours to carry. You just give, just smile from your heart, just love, but don't expect. When you expect a smile back, you will suffer, my friend. Because some people won't smile, some people won't look at you, and some few will smile back because they felt it sincerely and they were present and they are in the moment, remember, and they are disconnected from their garbage. But if they're stuck in their garbage, you will receive silence. So just observe, but observe with love. Don't observe with judgment. And the beautiful part of that is that you can also get triggered. Oh, that person did not smile back, did not say thank you. Can you believe it? Like, you will feel it in your body and you will ask yourself and continue in that pattern. Go back to your breath. And it's okay. And then when you go back to your breath, you will realize that it's not you, that it could be them. And that's okay too. They're not having a good day. They could be going through many things, health issues, family issues. So, this is the beauty of life. Life is fun. Life is like this Pandora box. And you find all these cool things inside. Like you're excited. You're like, oh, what's this? What is this used for? Kindness. What is this? Like, oh, happiness is there. Oh, sadness. Okay, I see you. Oh, anger. Feisty. Like, that feels different, So, life is beautiful. And thank you. This Pandora box is so much fun and so exciting because this is testing my life as well. How I am working on myself. And these triggers are blessings. And, remember these triggers will be there until you work more and more on yourself. In Ayurveda, I would just give you an example. We have this beautiful Triphala powder. And this Triphala powder is made of 3 fruits, Amalaki, Haritaki, Bibitaki, okay? And these 3 fruits are meant to balance our whole digestive tract, but balance our body and detoxify our body naturally, gently, right? But when you take the tea for the first time, it's so bitter and not pretty to taste. Why? Because this is the first taste. This is the first experience, and this is the first time you are cleansing your body. You could take it as it's a tea. You could take it as a tea at night, and you continue taking it, but it's not pretty. Bitter, astringent, it could be acidic, many tastes. But as you continue taking it, there is a beautiful point where it starts tasting sweet. And when that tea starts tasting sweet, that means that you are cleansed. Your body is cleansed and it's healing. So that is the same thing with life. Life starts becoming sweet. And the moment that you continue working on yourself and you start embracing the present moment, that is what I'm relating that tea with. In the beginning, it's very bitter, astringent, not tasty, but then it becomes sweet. And you say, I like this taste, it feels good, it feels nice. My body feels nice, I feel nice. And that sweetness, that is the sweetness of life, not the other parts. It's a balance. You need to understand what the bitter and astringent tastes like, and acidic tastes like, before you understand and value and appreciate the sweetness. So these are all parts of life. Just like that pause, that gift to yourself. Once you start continuing and practicing, you will say, oh, I need that. Even if life gets busy, you will say, oh, that pause felt good. I need to try to do that more. Incorporate more of that in my life. And continue. It's okay, it's a balance, right? But don't get sucked into that stress and all these emotions that do not serve you, when you can be centered and joyful and enjoy your life to the fullest, so that you can receive that sweetness of life and enjoy it. So thank you so much for being here. Adapt, adjust to change. Observe the patterns. Go back to your breath. Remember, the abdominal breathing is very important. You could do it anytime. As long as you're breathing in and out, you could continue doing it. So thank you so much for being here. I wish you joy, happiness, many blessings, health, and continue. Enjoy the Pandora box. Keep looking and investigating and practicing and enjoy. And be happy. Thank you. Many blessings. Hari Om.